Hi. What we got? Hi guys. Fixing the light. We are getting viewers. Oh my god, I'm pretty nervous. I don't know how I'm gonna do this, but well, I think I'll just start right now since we are getting viewers now. Hello everybody, my name is Malmi Prasandi and I'm the first Sri Lankan NASA Solar System Ambassador. So, I'm getting questions already. The background posters, well, you guys can see I have a tons. I'm actually planning on doing a giveaway one day because I have a lot of posters with me. So that's right there is the stellar evolution, and over there is the galaxies. I have a nebulas, I have a galaxies. Just get a quick sneak peek look at that. All right. So, well, I'll start talking about me a little bit, like a self-introduction, and then when I see the questions, I'll start talking in answer for those questions then. Well, all right, again, my name is Malmi, and I born and raised in Sri Lanka. Last 6 years ago, I came to United States to study astronomy, obviously, because Sri Lanka doesn't really have astronomy, right? So I went to high school here. Before that, in Sri Lanka, I went to Viharmadevi Balika Vidyalaya. Viharmadevi Girls Schools in Kibatgore. That's where I went, and that's where I fell in love with astronomy. And then I got a chance to come over to USA, and I came here. After that, I thought of continue studying astronomy field, and I graduated from high school in 2014, and started going to Suffolk County Community College, and where I made like a lot of friends, and I was in a science field a lot. I guess if I'm saying science field, I was a National Science Foundation scholarship recipient, and that gave me a chance to work on a lot of research field internships, and it kind of gave me access to explore on a science field a lot, especially in astronomy field. And with that, I was Astronomy Club president once, and then I became a GeoCon ambassador. I kind of build my resume, a very solid resume around me, academic resume. So with that kind of resume, I think I got a chance to apply for this position, the NASA Solar System Ambassador. So I wasn't sure at first if I were gonna get it or not, because it was quite risky, and plus I was still an undergrad. I barely know stuff, So I had no, I was just given a shot, and I think I got it, and then so that's how it is. It was all right. It was an amazing experience. Like, I had to go through a training, and few weeks ago I got to go to NASA JPL. It was amazing. Like, NASA JPL is the amazing thing ever happened to me. Like, I literally went inside. I was on the taxi, and I started crying on my way. And the taxi driver is like, "Are you kidding? Why you crying?" I'm like, "I'm just so happy right now." So the JPL was amazing. The people, my boss, oh my god, she's amazing. Like, I never met her in person, but I met her in person like few weeks ago when I was in California. So yeah. And if you guys been following me on my Facebook page too, I've been posting a lot about Parker Solar Probe. You guys, we just launched it like today early morning. So it's going to it's going so close to the sun to get a lot of data. So pretty exciting. And you guys have any questions? So I've been like, I'm basically giving self introductions. And by the way, thank you so much for the support and all. Like a lot of people have been asking me a lot of questions, and it, like when people like talking about the astronomy and ask like saying how great like my position and everything, it gives me like a lot of I guess a motivation or kind of, because this is something like really big actually, coming from a third world country and coming from an immigrant family, and I'm an immigrant science student. It was really hard at first to find like opportunities wise, but I guess it was I guess this is actually a blessing chance, I should say, and I'm really honored to bring up proud to Sri Lanka too. All right, do I have any questions? I'm just I have like oh, what is, oh, Brittany, oh, my friend is watching this too. Hey Britt, what is, oh, planet, oh, so awesome. I love all the planets in the solar system, you already know that, but well, I guess I kind of like a lot Mars because that's what we are exploring a lot. But I think I'm kind of sneaking towards the Jupiter now. So I don't know. I guess Mars and Jupiter. Okay. What else? Yeah, Jupiter is really cool one. Like you guys have no idea like how cool that planet is. Like especially the Jupiter's moons. Oh my god, it's amazing. Like so many researches we can do in about Jupiter's moon only, especially Europa. So hi Charit, hi Nirmal, hi Ravindu. You guys ask me questions. I feel like I'm the only one talking. Well, obviously I'm the only one talking. Okay. Well, then I'll keep talking about you guys. What research do you want to do at Stony Brook? Oh yeah, Stony Brook University. I just got another new research to do at my, like I'm starting Stony Brook University end of this month, and I'm no longer talking about Mars anymore. I'm actually so done with that research. I've been doing it like over a year now. So I'm doing my research that I just got to do is about evolution of young stars, and so the star evolutions, like, but like it's especially focused on young stars, and I'm hope to accomplish there basically a lot of research and make sure that I don't get wrong data anymore. So how do I get into astronomy after A-levels? Okay, here's the thing. I even talk about that in my Q&A video. It's quite hard, but I'm telling you, if you can continue studying astronomy and then like self-taught, I guess, and try applying international schools, maybe, that's the best thing you can do. I'm getting a lot of questions, so I might have to skip some. Okay, the NASA workplace. All right. Well, here's the thing. I don't work inside the NASA yet. I mean, I don't know if the universal force is still with me. I might one day, but for now, I don't work inside the NASA. But I work as a ambassador for NASA. So basically, I'm representing my community here, Long Island, and I give lectures about it. Like I get lectures from NASA directly, and they especially like directly from NASA scientists, and they teach me stuff. And then later I get invitation from my community to give a talk, and I basically talk to give lectures for them. So that's like the kind of workforce. So Is that true? Jupiter is a twin star of the sun? Nope, absolutely not. That's nothing to do with Jupiter and the star. Jupiter is a planet, and our sun is a star. Jupiter is a gaseous planet, and it has nothing to do with the sun. And I know Jupiter is massive, but it's not massive like to become a star. So don't get confused, please don't. How did I apply to join NASA? Well, basically, as I told you earlier, I had like a really strong background on science field, and I participate on a lot of science related work events and I would say programs. Like so, after doing like that, after building that kind of strong background, I kind of I started applying for the things I can possibly do. So like I was doing researches, I was doing student mentoring, I was a step mentor, and basically like that. When I had that kind of background, you can step up like after one. So I kind of applied for this position. I wasn't sure at first because I was still undergrad, and they were kind of looking for educators who are like already like finished universities, or who already like be like working on science field. So I had no idea, but I just applied. I was like, I'll give a shot. So I got it after that. So responsibility as a NASA Solar System Ambassador. Basically, I'm playing a role of being a representative. I would say a link between the NASA and my community here, Long Island. And so I'm just, the role of me is like representing NASA in my community and giving a talk about like lectures about ongoing NASA missions and experiments. Because I get lessons weekly. I would say I get taught by NASA scientists. Like I can pick any topic I want to. I basically try to choose astrobiology related because that I'm more familiar with, but it doesn't have to be like I get lessons, so I basically study those and give lectures. To become an astronaut, okay, I'm not 100% sure how it's way, but I think it's a similar as you become a scientist too. I would say if you're still in high school in Sri Lanka and you're doing A levels, you should definitely do maths. And when you go to university, try doing engineering. I would say mechanical would be the better. You can do both like electrical, but I think mechanical is the best choice. And you might have to study at least up to your master's or PhD, but definitely you're not gonna be able to do it in Sri Lanka. You might have to apply university in out of country. Maybe in here states, or maybe in like other countries like Germany, Russia. It's up to you, but definitely I don't think you have access to do it in Sri Lanka. So I know it's sad. Do I have any more questions? I'm getting questions a lot. I'm like skipping on some. What's the advice to student who can for the young kids who wants to study these subjects, I would tell their parents, start like giving them giving like buying like a astronomy related books, let them study a little bit, teach them if you in your knowledge. There are multiple amazing resources out there. So there are like a kids astronomy camps and stuff happening around the world. So if you can let your kids to participate on some camps like that and get the experience, that'll be great start. My PhD, my PhD, I think I want to get astrobiology. I don't know about astrophysics because I don't know, but we'll see. I actually like about astrobiology a lot. I'm more into detecting exoplanets and finding not a civilization obviously, but like at least some kind of life formation. But yeah, I don't know. I'm just kind of debating in between astrobiology and astrophysics, but I don't know. I still have time for that. Sure. Oh my god, this question is really good about my barriers and issues. Of course, I face a lot. I guess the number one is issue is financial. It could be it's a number one thing, but well, very thankfully I had a financial aid and some scholarships to save me, and I was fine. But the other kind of barriers, my language was at first kind of troubling when I first came to United States, and being familiar with the society and trying to find opportunities. It was quite hard at first, but with the time I got used to those stuff, so I was totally fine. Challenges wise, oh, there are so many challenges. I mean, like, what else? Yeah, leaving Sri Lanka was hard, and what else? Yeah, and the other thing, I guess, finding opportunities. I mean, it's easy to find opportunities to those who are actually born in here, but like if you're studying astronomy, like if you're going to science field, it's quite hard to find opportunities because you have to be citizen. So I had to start from the bottom, like basically like I was astronomy tutor once, and then like kind of step up to like towards the my position for now. Nope, I haven't done any publications. Because I'm still on, I don't know. I think I might do it for my this new research that I'm planning to, like I'm starting end of this month. But for now, I haven't done any publication. But I have gotten contact by publications to do to public my research last year. But the thing is, last year research I did, it was great. It was a big one, but then it wasn't big enough for me to publish or anything, because I did it for like it's like a mini area that I focused on, and I thought like I should have done more in order to public something about it. Sri Lanka is sending a satellite in near future. Bro. I mean, if the Sri Lankan government is favoring us and giving us a chance of doing something great like that, yes, sure, like I will be absolutely in the main support for that. Then, like, seriously, like even before like sending a satellite to Sri Lanka, I think the number one thing Sri Lankan government should do is giving access to students in high schools and middle schools to study astronomy and other space sciences. That's the number one important thing we should do, because like without that kind of education, like how you gonna like even thinking about building a satellite? And then after that, I think we need to establish our own space agency. Like, come on, everybody has a space agency. Like, what's wrong with that? But I understand about the depth wise that we have, but it's not an excuse, like if you gotta do something and you're putting a commitment and a motivation to do that, you don't really have to worry about the depths. But I've been reading some articles along like few days ago, but then they're like, I think one guy is like trying to do something, but I don't really see any positive impact on him on that side, so we'll see. Okay, so astrobiology and NASA planet protection. Okay, so astrobiology is study of other planets and the planets formation, and specifically detecting other planets that are out of our solar system, and studying about their what do you say, the compositions, maybe the like how, if it's a rocky or if it's gaseous, or like basically astrobiology is focusing on a planet and studying about it. Like it kind of similar to geology in Earth, but like more geology of outer planets. NASA planetary protection. Okay, NASA planetary protection is actually I like that the fact that you bring that idea. It's basically trying not to ruin any planets when we launch any satellites. Like recently, I think last year, the Cassini fell down towards the Saturn, and that something like that is not right. But we had no choice, So I'm telling that NASA Planetary Protection is actually in a mission of not ruining other planets while we're doing the researches. Okay. Quantum mechanics is this? Nope. Your self-study is enough for, not for your PhD, but it's self-study is enough for you to do your exams only. Like, no, you definitely have to declare your major for cosmology or astrophysics if you in order to get your PhD, because they won't, like, let's say you apply for a university outside the country, and then you declare your major as a cosmology, but you've been majoring in software engineer. You might have to start from the beginning. Like, you might still in the PhD program, but then you'll end up taking classes from undergrads in order to finish those classes to get the PhD. So you need to declare your major, like at least something astronomy for your bachelor's or master's in order to get PhD on cosmology and astrophysics. What will be the total expense to do astronomy and astrophysics after? Okay. If you're coming to out of country, and if you're going out of country and then studying astronomy, unless you are a city like a resident, or if you're an international student, I would estimate the cost be at least $5,000 to $6,000 for one semester, which is like about 8 or 9 lakhs in rupees, I guess. It's I don't know. It'll be without any dorm fee, but I guess it's about that. What inspired you to get to astronomy? Oh my god, this question is really cool. I have a funny story. Like, do you guys know the movie Koi Mil Gaya? It's an Indian movie. Hrithik Roshan, favorite, big fan. But I watched this movie when I was like a 5th grade, and that was my first movie ever my mom let me to watch. I was watching this movie, and then I start getting these questions. Oh my god, what is that alien thing? Is it even possible? Like, I had like so many I was so curious about it. So I started asking my mom and dad, and they were like, oh yeah, they're like a human living on the other planets. I was like, what? So that kind of questions came up, and then I kind of start reading books, and I mean, that's like my first beginning of getting into astronomy field. And after that, I think I was collaborating with my high school in Sri Lanka Astronomy Club, and I started going to workshop, Astronomy Olympiad, and that happened, and that's how it kind of started. Yes, I am aware of nano satellite thing. That person contact me too. So, oh, thank you. If you're really into IT side, but like still want to study astronomy field, you can do both at the same time. And of course, NASA. Okay, here's the thing. Some people think NASA only have scientists. Nope. NASA have a business people working there. NASA has a doctors working there, but doctors who taking care of the scientists who work in residency stuff. But I'm saying NASA has a government politicians working there, businessmen, contract people, engineers, mechanics. But like obviously it's a STEM field, so a lot of engineers and a lot of scientists working. But yeah, IT is a big part of NASA. So if you are to like working towards the IT field, you should definitely try getting in. That's a good question. Of course, I've seen that. I get the sense of like students in Sri Lanka getting into astronomy field, which I'm really, really happy and proud of. So what can I think of doing about it? Like international community field, like since I'm still a student too, my network is not 100% covered. I don't have a big network around, but then I'm building it at the moment. But if I but definitely I will help any Sri Lankan students who wants to pursue that astronomy field in an international wise. Of course, I will give the access. I'm even thinking about planning doing a big workshop when I come down to Sri Lanka. I don't know when about that, but if not, if somebody who wants to really pursue astronomy field and wants to participate conferences, I will surely post those kind of advertisement on my Facebook page, so you guys can read about it and take a look on that and apply for those conferences and astronomy related events. All right, I'm getting so many questions, so guys, I'm just kind of skipping some. So I told you before, my pathway is starting from when I was in 5th grade, and then fifth grade was my first, I think the first step. I think when I was in 5th grade, I got into astronomy fields, and then I worked myself towards that. My inspiration, okay, when I was in 9th grade, I met this girl. She's the energy booster of my life, I would say. If you guys might have known her. She's the amazing person ever that anybody can meet with. Her name is Kavindi De Silva. She's my first mentor. She wasn't my own sister, but my own sister, she's the one who gave me amazing booster push from Sri Lanka to come here and start studying astronomy. She kept telling me I can do this, and she gave me a lot of motivation and inspiration. So I guess she's my first inspiration to come here. She believed in me even though I did not. So yeah, I owe her a lot. The scholarship program is a National Science Foundation. So it's basically for science students in United States. They get funded by National Science Foundation and help them to pursue their degree, help with financially, giving opportunities. So that's about the NSF. Yes, I'm actually planning on that. I like the fact that you brought that idea. And actually I'm planning on doing something to teach students in Sri Lanka astronomy. I just don't know if I have to start a YouTube channel or I'm continue using my Facebook page a weekly. I don't know yet. I have discussed about this with my friends and colleagues who actually want to collaborate with me. They are my best friends, and they are in the same field, science and geology and chemistry, physics. So they've been we've been talking about this kind of do something like this, but we're still planning. I'll definitely keep you guys updated if I'm happen to do something anytime soon. What will be after ISS? Definitely going to Mars. We will going to Mars, and that'll be the biggest project we'll be doing. So can we... here's the thing. You don't really have to come USA to study astronomy. You can go to any countries that are really rich in astronomy field, like London, Australia, New Zealand, Russia, Germany, China. So it doesn't matter. But USA is famous because it's NASA. I came here. At first, I wasn't going to come here at all. I came here because my dad was living here already, and he took me back. He said, if you want to come here and continue studying, I'm here. I can protect you. So my dad was already working here, so that's why I came. Otherwise, it will be hard to come with this administration we have right now. It's quite hard, but if it's hard, like, don't waste your time waiting to come to USA. Just try somewhere else to go and pursue your bachelor's there, and then come here for master's. If you do good on university in other countries and you get full scholarship, you can always come to USA to study astronomy and other sciences. Okay, this question is quite big, so I'm just reading through, so bear with me. Yeah, Sri Lanka does not have any access to study astronomy and cosmology at all. That's why I'm here. That's why I came to USA at the first place, because like when I was in Sri Lanka, people, like even my classmates and like my high school teachers and my friends, even my family was worried about me. They were like, "You're not gonna study astronomy here, not at all." And I was like, damn it, like what do I do? So I was like kind of thinking about it, and I really wanted to study this subject. So I was like, you know what, I'm gonna risk this and I'm gonna go here. I'll do this, what happened, I don't care. I was just focusing on the just coming here and pursuing my degree. That was my number one goal. So yeah, the Sri Lanka does not have a astronomy field. That's what exactly I mentioned before too. Like, Sri Lankan governments need to get their act together. I'm telling, like, why not astronomy? Like, why are the sciences? Why do I have to ever why I ever left Sri Lanka in the first place? You know, I always thinking about that thought. Like, it's because we never had anything to study astronomy in Sri Lanka. Like, it was nothing. The Arthur C. Clarke, Arthur C. Clarke Institute is okay, but then it's more like a nanotechnology based, like a engineering side, not nothing about space sciences. So I wasn't sure about it. And the A levels advanced level, and oh my god, don't even let me to begin with that. Like, a waste of time, I feel like. Of course, you can apply for a scholarship after A levels if you want to study out of country. Yeah, but the bachelor's wise, if you want to, after A levels, if you're planning to come to university, another country or here USA, you know, you're gonna end up coming as an international student, and it'll be pricey and everything. That's why I actually want to suggest to students who wants to come who wants to go to other country. The best choice, if you are financially unable to provide your needs, the best choice you can do is get into university in Sri Lanka and do engineering and mathematics, especially physics. And then once you finish your bachelor's there, maybe you can apply for a university in some other place. If you have a degree in physics, any country in Sri Lanka or any other, for bachelor's in physics, and you come here in United States or like go in another, like Russia or something, and prove your degree in physics, they can obviously put you on astronomy program, because astronomy and physics are like mom and dad. They goes together. Yes, there are a lot of resources in internet to study astronomy. You can study like a lot of things in internet. I would recommend you to use web resources with edu link. Edu means university level resources. They actually establish in their researches, and they're giving access to do stuff. And the NASA website is amazing, space.com, Sky and Telescope. So those kind of are really amazing astronomy resources if you want to use to study astronomy. Why Mars? To establish you mean why Mars? To go to Mars, to live in Mars one day? Okay, the why Mars? Mars is, the planet Mars is actually an incredible place for us to establish a life. But the thing is, Mars is a carbon dioxide. Atmosphere is carbon dioxide. That's no way we're gonna survive because we breathe oxygen. That's why NASA planning to start using the photosynthesis process and remove the carbon dioxide, like have a greenhouses. The thing is, Mars also have we have already found that Mars had water at once, and in fact the research I did was about these periglacial landscapes we found in southern hemisphere of Mars. So like we already know that Mars has had water. So if we can use as a source, we can definitely start establishing a life in Mars. So what else? Thank you. You guys are sending me really amazing. Thank you. It means a lot. Yes, a lot of students are moving to astronomy field, which I'm really proud of. Like definitely proud of, because it wasn't something that I saw when I was in Sri Lanka. Only few people barely who studied astronomy. They kind of like stopped studying astronomy after a while. So I was losing hope too. But then I got a missing chance because I did not give up. Okay, what else questions? I'm getting so many questions. Yeah, you're welcome, totally welcome. I'm really glad to help you. Like you guys always, here's the thing, I'm very bad at replying you guys back, so like keep question, like sending me questions. Is there possibility to start life in Europa? Oh, Titan, I'm not sure if there's a life, but maybe, because Titan is a moon in Saturn, and the Titan has a methane gas, so it's not quite sure. But I met an astrobiologist when I was in California. He is doing a research about Titan actually, and he's thinking about I was kind of arguing with him, like, yes, come on, there's no way there's a life in Titan. But he's like, nope, there's a possible. And they're trying to get sample from Titan's atmosphere to check it, because Titan atmosphere has this like the methane gas is helping actually. There's a chemistry behind it. I'm not like really aware of it, but then yes, Titan has a slightly chance, but for now we know it's not that possible. Europa definitely has a life, some kind of life formation. All right, here's the thing about Europa. Europa is a moon in Jupiter, right? And the entire moon is covered by ice. But underneath the ice, we know it's liquid ice. So when we think about a life inside the Europa, the liquid water, just think about the earth. All right, so there are so many places in this earth that we have not aware of, the ocean wise, right? So some kind of organisms are really living and have been living for so long in this dark area of ocean. So what we're thinking is, does it possible that kind of life is forming underneath the Europa? That like they're forming some kind of, it's not a like a green guy, or like, but I'm saying the cell wise, that's some kind of life is forming definitely under the ocean of Europa, just like the earth. What about life around the world? Yeah, I just answered that. I just don't. Okay, some people tend to confuse astrobiology and astrophysics, and they come up with multiple universes. Oh my god, don't let me even begin with like multiple universes. They are like really deep cosmological theories, not really proven, or we have no evidence yet. So I'm not so sure about those kind of stuff. our place in universe, so far we know that our place is in Milky Way. And we are one of the galaxy that's orbiting, I mean, not really orbiting, I would say we are one of the solar system that orbiting around our galaxy. In the middle of the galaxy we have a huge black hole, we call it Sagittarius A. And then we don't know which direction we are actually living in this universe, because our technology is not that broad enough to understand. But I would say so we know there are galaxy evolution, merging galaxies, but we don't really know the position of us. Like, we cannot really know about it, because we are actually, in fact, our galaxy also moving. We are moving around the sun is moving around the galaxy, and our galaxy is kind of moving too. And while moving, it kind of merging. Right now, actually, Andromeda Galaxy, which is our closest galaxy to the Milky Way Galaxy, is kind of merging with each other, one of the parts. So these kind of things happen. We don't really know our position in the universe. Universe is expanding. Is there any astronomy related platform in Sri Lanka? Either it's online or offline. I don't know anything about Sri Lanka that has any platforms. Well, unless somebody begin, it's something that I've been thinking of doing too. But we'll see. If somebody is starting on me, that'd be great. But it's hard. It's hard to find access in Sri Lanka for a. Is there possibility aliens live on Mars? No, bro. Not that I'm aware of, unless they are like, has a human face, and obviously we can't really see any of those. But no, I don't think so. But I'm alien too. Just kidding. Yeah. Oh, parallel universe? Bro, don't even let me start doing this stuff. These are hypothetical theories. It's not definitely... We do believe in this kind of... people are believe in multiple, universe, parallel universes, timelines. This is like something a more deep astrophysics and cosmology, like a theories wise. If you are like a really Star Wars fan or Star Trek fan, I guess it's a good thing to think about. But I'm not fully I haven't really gained knowledge of that kind of theories yet, because it's just a hypothetical theory. It's not really a fact. When you're a science student, you believe in facts and evidence. What else? I think I missed some of the questions, so I'm just gonna go a little bit. Have I met Neil deGrasse Tyson? Nope, not yet. But I've seen him I've seen him doing a lecture one day, but I haven't reached to him, shake hand or done anything. But yeah, he lives in New York City, from where I live to, it's about a 1 hour drive from New York City. So if I happen to meet him, great. Yeah, I haven't met him yet. I've been to one of his lecture, but it was him talking, doing a video call. It's not live formation, live lecture. What else? So once I get some more questions, I think I skip some. Universe is expanding, bro. Time travel? Wow, why are you guys asking me these questions? Time is illusional. It's an illusion, as far as I think. Time is illusion. So not gonna talk about that yet. I yes, we will, if there are aliens living like in another solar systems and watching us, because we know there's no aliens in our solar system. So if they're watching us, for them we'll be aliens, of course. But do I believe in aliens? I mean, it's a theory too. We haven't actually know if there's the actual formation of thing, but I do think that there has to have some kind of alien life out there, because there are like a billion trillion, galaxies and stars, and if the stars are home to another planets, and those kind of planets might have some kind of life, civilization. So it's a 50-50 thing, okay, I'll repeat about my affiliation with NASA again. Okay, my job is, again, so it's NASA JPL Solar System Ambassador Volunteer. So basically what I do is I'm the representative of NASA working here in New York for my community. I'm like the link between NASA and my community. I get weekly lessons and teaches by NASA scientists, and I study those stuff. So basically I get like invitations by libraries, universities, communities to held talk about one of the NASA missions, ongoing NASA missions, or like experiments or researches. So whatever I studied, like whatever I get teach by, I kind of like, I kind of study those, and I give a lectures about it when I go to the communities. That's like my role. How long have I been in astronomy field? Oh, if I to start, that was when I was in 5th grade. That was like 2015. So I think about 13 years, I guess. But in the astronomy level, in a college wise, it's about 4 years now. But I've been self-studying in Sri Lanka when I was in Sri Lanka. We have already landed into moons. So moon is a partner of us. It's not an alien planet or anything. So I don't think. Space elevator concept. Are you talking about the one that Japan suggests about? I mean, it's a great idea. I don't think it'll be up anytime soon. Can I speak? Of course, I can speak Sinhala. Ayubowan. So what else? I think I skipped some questions, so I'm gonna scroll up a little bit to see if you guys. Let me see. Yes, I can tell you about 2033. Yes, Mars mission is still happening. You guys have no idea. When I went to JPL, I got to see amazing stuff about the JPL the mission for Mars, and I got to go to the laboratory. They actually build the NASA craft and stuff. So we are like, right now they are still in a not the beginner level, I would say, I think intermediate level of preparing ourselves for Mars. But we just sent InSight space probe to land in Mars, and they're gonna get, InSight is a space mission that's gonna get more information about Mars. What my plans ahead? Well, my plans for now is finish my degree, like get my undergrads from Astronomy and Planetary Sciences. I really need to finish it because and then finish my research, and hopefully get into my master's. Dude, mining in space. Oh, I don't really know. I mean, I don't even know about anything about that. Like, space mining. Unless you're talking about the science fiction. uh, oh, whoa, whoa. Come on. Area 51? Okay. I don't think anything about Area 51. I don't know anything about Area 51 at all. Unless I know it's a very high, strict, secretive military institute. Other than that, people tend to believe there are aliens living inside. Like, it just like silly thoughts, but it's not a real thing. I don't think Mars is Mars is. I mean, I'm sorry. I don't think Area 51 has anything to do with NASA. Not that I'm aware of. Like, maybe because they are hiding stuff because it's a lot of military things. But for now, I know it's a very secretive place. Are there any plans to spark interest? Of course, yes, I'm planning on that. Sri Lanka, people, we need space science. Come on, like, what is this? Yes, thank you. Of course, I'm planning on doing something about Sri Lankan, like bringing astronomy into Sri Lankan education. Like we need to fight hard with our government in order to bring like astronomy to Sri Lanka. Like, Sri Lankan education is, I think, the reason why we are lacking with opportunities wise, you know. I feel like Sri Lankan education is limited to specific areas, like either you can become a doctor or engineer or lawyer or a businessman. Am I right? I barely found scientists, and a lot of scientists in Sri Lanka actually work other countries. So hold on. Future of astronomy field. If you're talking about the astronomy field, like how far it's going, am I understanding this question right? Well, here's the thing. Universe is huge, you know. We don't know when to finish exploring universe. I don't think we will ever finish exploring universe. So yeah, the astronomy field is kind of infinite too. If you're asking me that kind of question, because I don't really understand what you meant. Will Sri Lanka be joining space exploration near future? Please, I'll be the first one to die happy if Sri Lanka ever join space exploration. Sri Lanka, yes, I'm telling you guys, if you guys really into space science, space education and rocketry science, and you guys need to we have to work together and push our Sri Lankan government to have the education system first. We need to fix that first, and then we can step ahead. People tend to go to other countries to study. Like, I'm telling myself too, it's because we don't have any access. If we can have our access, we can have our own brains living in our own country, you know. And of course, I'm doing I will definitely do something really big when I come to Sri Lanka to break to build the path for Sri Lankan students to study space sciences. Definitely do it something. And yes, I do think, like, if you guys following through in my my Facebook page, I just posted my Q&A video last week, and yeah, I did mention about collaborating with NASA scientists. If I have to, I will definitely do that. So basically yeah, I'm telling, I get this question from a lot of people, like, if we can have Sri Lankan government to have this astronomy or space science education, that'll be great, people. I'll come back to Sri Lanka if it's possible. I saw somebody talking about the Parker space probe. Yes, I think I just got a notification too, like I guess hour ago that it got delayed. I was I was up yesterday night until like 4 a.m. But then it didn't launch on time. It could be the weather. We've been having a bad weather even right now. My window is there. It's kind of raining here. I don't know if it's already launched or yet to launch. If you guys can find out, that'll be great. But yeah, Parker is a space probe that kind of it's the closest space probe that goes to sun and get a lot of data about sun, because there are a lot of things we don't know about sun. So it'll be great for heliophysicists, and it'll be great for physics based astronomers, basically. What's new plans you carried about energy field? What's new plans you carried about energy field? What do you mean by energy field? Like my energy? I have positive energy of everything. Just kidding. I don't know, dude. I don't know why Sri Lankan girls are not testing me. No, I do get some messages from Sri Lankan girls. Sri Lankan girls, you have to work hard. We need women in science too, you know that? Yeah, as I told you before, if you're a really passionate student of astronomy and want to put the commitment and dedication to work on it and work your path across, don't give up, alright? There was a time that I wanted to give up too, because my dream was so blind. Like, it was so literally a black. I didn't see any color light like in on my dreams, because I was living in Sri Lanka. I barely do good on my classes. I had no chance to come here, but very luckily my dad got chance to come to the United States, and then he was working there, and then I kind of made my path through it, and I came here. So the thing about anything, not even astronomy field, any kind of field, whether it's engineering, science, or business, or whatever you're going for, the moment you give up on anything is your real failure. You are a real failure then. It doesn't matter how much you fail while you are working towards your dream. That's not a problem. It's a different story. But if you are to do anything, you should definitely not give up on your dreams. What else? I have no idea about what you mean by ninth planet. Alright, people, don't think I know everything about NASA or the missions or anything. Like, well, I basically I'm still an undergrad student and I'm still learning too, so I don't know everything about the universe. Plus, we haven't explored everything about the universe. So, I don't know anything about hunting the ninth planet. If you're talking about an exoplanet, some kind of, then I might know, but ninth planet? Oh, are you talking about the ninth planet of our solar system? Dude, I don't think we have a ninth planet anymore, because we just kind of kicked this Pluto out. But if you're talking about a dwarf planet wise, because we haven't really know anything about the Voyager 1 spacecraft, that's the one that kind of, that's the farthest spacecraft for us for now. And so far we definitely know it left our solar system. So but I don't really know if we ever to discover a ninth planet yet. I don't know if Voyager found any ninth planet. The planets we found so far are dwarf planets. To join NASA, I'm telling you, if you want to join NASA one day, first study something in STEM field. Oh, people ask me what is STEM field too. Oh, STEM field is science, technology, engineering, mathematics. now STEM field is kind of going to STEAM field, which is science, technology, engineering, arts, and mathematics. So STEM is like basically science related academic only. So when I told you that I was a scholarship recipient, I was an NSF STEM scholarship recipient, means National Science Foundation STEM, like a science academic scholarship recipient. That's what, that's the title. Thank you, bro. Thank you. Oh, you're talking about the Alisa Carson, the girl who did the possum project. I don't know. I don't know about that. There are other space related people who wants to be the first to land in Mars, but we don't know. It's just we don't know. I don't know about Alicia Carson a lot yet. I know that she been on wanted to become astronaut and been working on that field for quite a while now. Wow, I just realized my time is 11:36. I'm talking over 1 hour. Well, I'll give about another 10 minutes before I make it finish, Yes, if you're a mechanical engineering, of course you can find any opportunities in rocket science, definitely. Try doing researches about that. Of course, if you're an engineering student, NASA is actually if you're an engineering student, NASA is actually the best place for you to work, because we need engineers a lot. Like, they need engineers a lot. Like, scientists like myself, I consider myself a scientist, even though I don't have like technically PhD yet, but I do consider myself as a scientist. I feel like anybody who's curious about science field or space scientists, they are like a born scientist. So scientists are basically working for NASA through their institute, like they're doing researches. Like myself, I'm doing researches in my university, but my research is funded by NASA. It's like a contract base. But there are some scientists working inside the NASA who's kind of collaborating a lot with engineers. When I was at the JPL the other day, there are engineers working inside the laboratory, but that's another mini room where scientists is giving advices and telling them what to do. So pretty cool. My future plans. Thank you so much. Well, my future plans is basically for now is finish my degree and get my bachelor's and go for my master's. I'm thinking about going for I don't know if I want to do study abroad for my master's yet, but I don't know. For now, I'm thinking about University of Hawaii. I don't know why I picked that university. Oh, actually, you know why? I picked the University of Hawaii because University of Hawaii is an island, and it has the same atmosphere and the same seasons, just like Sri Lanka. And I miss Sri Lanka a lot, so I thought if I go to Hawaii, I won't really feel the difference. And Hawaiian people are kind of look like Sri Lankans. I shouldn't say that, but like they are tan in color. And Hawaii has a beautiful natural resources, and since I'm a green fan, I think Hawaii is the best place for me. And plus, there are so many telescopes of NASA telescopes in Mauna Kea, Hawaii, that they put a lot of attention for astrobiology field. So I think that's a good place for me to go for my master's. What are okay, I like this question. Oh my god, that's a really good question. Challenges that Sri Lanka would face when voyaging to space exploration. Depth. Sri Lanka is depth for so many things, and I understand our war and everything, but it's not an excuse anymore. It's been already 10 years for next year that the war is over, but we can't have the excuse of having a war and the depth to stop us exploring space. So the depth, I would say, the biggest challenge. I know we are getting a lot of help from China, I think, but I don't mind what Sri Lanka use, what kind of help they use, as long as we are down for a space exploration, you know. The challenges wise, I think the number one is a depth. Number two is I would say not having a lot of people in STEM field, obviously, because everybody who in STEM field for quite a while kind of switching their majors towards business or other something, because they don't have any resources. That's why I'm saying, before even we start a space exploration, let's begin with the education system in Sri Lanka and then step ahead. Oh, the underground water. Oh my god, it's amazing that we have a lot of researches to come. Like, if we are to find the water in Mars, like a liquid water, I'm talking about. Oh my god, that'll be amazing for us to like have the Mars going, you know. Just a little bit of research we need to do. But the most recent finding is about the Mars. I think the water, yeah, the finding water in actual liquid water. Because at first we thought it's only ice, but now we know it's liquid water. Yes. Oh, thank you so much. Of course, you can get into astrobiology if you're studying microbiology. Of course, yes, definitely. Microbiology is number one part of astrobiology field too. So you need to start microbiology, basically cell biology, you know, stuff like that. So I'm kind of started getting to that field later in my I think masters, I guess, to study. Okay, guys, 2012 it's a conspiracy theory. It's not real. It was something with Mayans. Oh my god, we already passed that time to the 2012. Don't believe in this. A lot of conspiracy theories. It's not actually real. I'm coming to Sri Lanka. I will definitely, not anytime soon. No, I don't think so. I have to finish my degree and I have to finish my research, and I have some other stuff to finish with. But I would say in about 4 years I might. I don't know. We'll see. But definitely before I come, you know, I guys let you guys know when I come. I'm coming to do that big workshop I'm planning to do. Of course, I'm planning to come live another day, but not through the SEF. But first of all, I had to thank SEF for having me at the first place. But I will definitely come again live through my Facebook page. If you been following me, I do have my own Facebook page. I post a lot of things over there, the recent news of NASA missions and work. But yeah, then Sri Lankan working at NASA. As far as I know, only one scientist. Everybody knows him, Sir Sanat Gunapala. He is the only NASA scientist, as far as I'm aware of, working like as a Sri Lankan NASA scientist. So, Dalvin, thank you. I want to meet you too. Wow, bro. High five for that. I will definitely see you. Maybe you will meet me there too. I don't know, I'm just kidding. But yes, I like the kind of determination and motivation you guys have on working in. Dr. Sadgurapal, no, I tried, but it's hard to catch him. He's busy guy, so I tried when I was visiting JPL, but maybe later. I might go to JPL again, maybe end of this year or next year, early next year, but we don't know yet. But I'll try again. Alright, I'll give another 5 minutes, I guess. You guys have any more questions for me? I know I might have missed some. If I happen to miss something, message me. No, there's no NASA branch in Sri Lanka. Nothing. Yes, definitely. The mission for Mars is actually finishing off. There are, I would say, so far 65% is done. Black hole collisions. It is really it's quite scary because you basically it's a gravity hole pulling the lights out, but black hole collision is a amazing area of astrophysics if you want to study. It's scary. Thank you, girl. Thank you so much. All right. What's the time? It says 11:45. I think I might end right here if you don't have any more questions. But before I finish it off, I want to thank SCF, Sustainable Education Foundation, for having me at the first place. Thank you so much, guys, the organizers, Tarid, Hasita, all of you guys. It's really been amazing. Thank you so much again for having me. It feels good. And sorry, I think I was a minute or two late, but I'm always late for everything. So all right, I guess I'll end right here, and I'll definitely come live again on my Facebook page, so you guys can catch me on, and we'll go from there. All right. Thanks a lot, Sri Lankans, my friends, and my families and relatives and everybody. And thank you for asking me questions, you guys. It's really inspired me too. And I hope to meet you guys in person when I come to Sri Lanka then. Bye. Adios.